Welcome to the Hawook Podcast. Today I'm going to be talking to Fiona Nels, the Director of Sales for the MGallery Residences by MontAzure. It's the first public edition of the podcast, so to say that it's rough around the edges is an understatement, okay? But I really appreciate Fiona for joining, sight unseen. She did a fantastic job going over the ins and outs of the project, okay? So thank you very much. And first, I'm going to play a 90-second kind of overview video of the project, and then after that, get into the interview. So if you're interested, stick around. Thanks.
Introducing MGallery Residences MontAzure, a luxurious new addition to the MontAzure mega mixed-use development at the northern end of Kamala Beach. Located just before the famous Millionaire's Mile, this area has been completely transformed into a premium residential and lifestyle hub, now home to brands like Twin Palms, Mövenpick, Intercontinental, and Café Del Mar. Set against a breathtaking mountain backdrop, the lakeside residences offer modern luxury and convenience that only living within a luxury resort can offer. There are two core unit types: studios, which are designed especially to be part of the rental program fully managed by Accor, and the one-bedroom unit design, which make perfect holiday condos. And for those who want more space, it's possible to combine 2 or 3 one-bedroom units to create something truly special. This is more than just a residence. It's a 5-star lifestyle experience. Enjoy multiple pools, a clubhouse, fitness and yoga areas, a spa, restaurants, a kids' play area, and even a jogging track, all within a fully managed Accor 5-star resort. Perfect for investors looking for solid returns and a dream getaway, MGallery Residences MontAzure offers the best of both worlds, an exclusive investment and a luxury retreat. Want to learn more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for our upcoming podcast with Fiona Nels, Director of Sales, or contact us today for more details.
And away we go. Thank you, Fiona, for joining me. Welcome. This is the unofficial Hawook Podcast, and if we do publish this live, it's going to be one of the first few. So thanks very much for taking the time.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. And today we're going to be going over, your project and asking you a couple of questions about gallery residence. But first, I'd just like to ask you to introduce yourself.
I'm Fiona Nels, and I'm the Director of Sales for the MontAzure development, which is located at the northern end of Kamala Beach. We're developing a mixed-use development here. So we've already completed many phases, like, for example, the Café Del Mar Beach Club, Intercontinental, were developed by our co-developers. So some phases we sell the land, and others, like the Twin Palms Residences, which is also right on Kamala Beach, a condominium, we develop ourselves. Other phases which are under process is, as you mentioned, the MGallery Residences, another condominium, the Mövenpick Hotel, the Botanica MontAzure Villas, where we entered into a joint venture with Botanica, which is a very successful and well-known villa developer on the island. And then in the future, I expect some more villa phases, condo phases. We have a total of 454 rai, or 72 hectares. So still going to keep us busy for a while.
Absolutely. So that's your section, and you guys are developing it. Some for beautiful. So the Café Del Mar was in collaboration.
In collaboration with the mall group from back. They Kunal, the owner, she owns, for example, Emporium, M Courtier. She's a partner in Siam Paragon. All the very high-end malls, or many of them, are owned by the mall group. So she bought the land, she designed and built the beach club, and she has the franchise for Café Del Mar here in Phuket. Intercontinental was developed by the Proud Group from Bangkok, also a very well-known and that was completed end of 2019. So very well established, and it's become one of the best 5-star hotels on the island.
Absolutely. I've got a friend who swears by it every time he'll only go there.
It's
Yeah.
really wonderful. And of course, we were so fortunate when we bought this land that we were able to acquire 250 meters of beachfront, which is unheard of these days, to find that kind of size of land on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And for me, I think Kamala Beach is one of the most beautiful. It's a very shallow bay, so it's very safe to swim here, even for children. And then, of course, it's right in the middle of the West Coast. So very, very strategic location. So
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. How does so right now, as far as property for sale in the area, you've got like a mega mixed project, like all these different elements. But what at the moment is for sale available?
So right now we are focusing on the MGallery Residences.
Yeah.
It will complete at the end of April next year. And for those of our buyers who are investors, they give the unit back to us, and we will have Accor managing it as a MGallery hotel, which is one of the top tier 5-star hotels. We also do have the opportunity for buyers to just buy it for own residence. We find quite a lot of people, they love this area and they like the idea of living within a 5-star hotel resort. We have that opportunity as well.
And for those people, they can live there the whole year round, just like it's their residence, but they can enjoy the resort facility.
Yes, exactly. So we have studio units, but those are compulsory for the rental program. And then we have 1-bedrooms with the opportunity where you can buy 2 units next door to each other, and we can convert it into a very spacious 2-bedroom. We're sizing for studios ranges from 47 to 54 square meter, and then 1-bedrooms is 60 to 73.
Okay.
So they're very big. We made them big deliberately because it's a luxury project, and we have very high ceilings, 2.8 meter high. So it really gives you that sense of luxury when you walk into our units.
And are you saying people can buy them side by side and get them turned into a larger one?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So our biggest option, the unit would be about 145 square meter once we combine 2 of those 1-bedrooms.
Is this the one I'm looking at here?
No, you need to go higher up. Just keep scrolling up to the lake there. Yeah, this one.
So this is a side by side option.
Yeah, this is side by side. So that is, for example, all our ground floor units have a bigger terrace with a jacuzzi. So there, for example, you can combine the unit on the left and in the middle, or on the right and in the middle. And then you get a very big balcony area. You can keep both jacuzzis if you want. One of the master bedroom can have a private jacuzzi, and then you can keep the other one on the communal terrace. And then from the second floor up to the 6th floor, the balcony is narrower. There you go. You don't have a jacuzzi, but internally the unit is the same size.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just depends. Some people like the idea of being on the ground,
On the next floor. Yeah.
and then others would like the top floor. So, it depends on your preference.
And what would you say to a prospective buyer coming in? What would you say sets this kind of M residence, these lakeside, apart from some other projects in the area? If people are looking around.
So, first of all, as I mentioned earlier, it's our very good location, being right on the beach, on Kamala Beach, on the West Coast, right in the middle. Secondly, it's buying within this mixed-use development, where we are going to also have a small retail center, will be completed before the end of next year. So you have retail, you have the beach, you have beach club, you have hotels with many, many restaurants, have spas. Intercon has one of the most amazing spas on the island. So you are having access to all those different facilities within MontAzure. You really never have to leave MontAzure. Very unique feature that we have is our site is divided or is separated by the main road that runs from the north down to the south. And we created 2 underpasses below that road, which they right in front of Intercon, and you access them on either side of the road by a ramp. So you don't have to try and run across this busy road. If you're staying at MGallery towards the back of the site, you see there, just approximately there it is. So you are just 300 meters from that underpass. You can access by walking, by bicycle, or by golf buggy. Within minutes, you are on Kamala Beach. And of course, when you're finished at the beach, within minutes, you are back in your unit.
And I mean, if people haven't been to this part of the beach before, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it is really stunning. It's not such a busy beach. It's not like, for example, Patong, where you are, battling to walk along the beach because there's people lying on the sand everywhere. Actually, in front, the 250 meters in front of MontAzure, generally, it's just people who are staying in our hotels and in our residences that would be along that beach. You really get the feeling of like a real island beach, which is very...
I can speak to that. I've sat at the, just in front of the pool. There's this nice little restaurant right on it's part of the hotel, the Intercontinental. It's so long.
Yeah, it's really...
Yeah, that's right down here.
So that is one of the big advantages of buying a property within MontAzure. And then just for MGallery itself, as I mentioned, it's a branded residence. You're not just buying within a condo, like an isolated condo in the middle of nowhere. It will be managed. It's a 15-year commitment to the rental program, but throughout that time, we will take care of the owner's unit. They have no responsibility to replace furniture, refurbish when the hotel says they want to fix something due to wear and tear. It's all our responsibility. So it's a completely hassle-free investment. On the rental side, because the occupancy and the room rates will be driven by Accor, which is the second biggest hotel operator in the world, we really believe that our investors will get a very good return on their investment. And finally, when they sell with the capital gain, all these factors contribute to pushing up your capital gain. So all in all, I think it's a no-brainer, honestly. It's a really good investment opportunity.
And what is the starting range for one of the studios that are in the rental pool?
Yeah, so right now our starting price is just over 10 million baht, and then it ranges up to now for a 1-bedroom close to 16 million baht. That is the rate out pricing.
That depends on the perspective and which unit size. It breaks down a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And at the moment, the development is set to be completed in the first half of 2025?
Yes, so we have reached agreement with Accor that the hotel operations will start on 1 July 2025. Okay. So our aim is by the end of April for the development to be completed, and then we have 2 months to prepare for the opening of the hotel.
Okay, great. And there are freehold options available for those or the other?
Yeah, we still have a foreign freehold quota available for those foreigners who, feel that that's very important for them. And then, of course, the leasehold is very secure. It's the lease is from us, and we guarantee renewal of the lease every 30 years. So there's no concern with leasehold either.
And how does that change, like for someone who isn't aware of the leasehold structure? I'd just like you to speak to the importance of having a leasehold from a company that is embedded inside the community that owns all the land, because people hear all types of things. So I just wanted to,
So in a condominium like this, first of all, it's regulated by Thai law. It's much more complicated to get a condominium license than to just build an apartment building where every unit has a lease. So we go through a very detailed procedure, and that is why we can offer foreign freehold title. The remaining units, which are leasehold, are owned by us, the developer, and we register the lease for the owner. In Thailand now, the maximum leasehold period is 30 years, but we guarantee to our buyers that every 30 years, we will renew the lease. So it becomes really a lease in perpetuity. And so there's really no risk where you buy from such a developer. The risk comes, for example, if you're going to buy a piece of land from an individual Thai, there are various risks, problems that could occur in the future regarding the renewal of your lease. But really, because this is regulated by law, the condominium, there is no risk for the foreign buyer who goes with the leasehold option.
And anyone who's looking to do a leasehold with an individual or a company that maybe isn't as established, should definitely look at, talk to their lawyer and make sure that everything's locked down. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. They must themselves.
Yeah. And is the leasehold normally just handled with a side, like another contract? So it's like one contract to say you'll renew it, and then the lease with the land department, and that's it.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it's a straightforward process.
Yeah. I mean, what would you say some of the benefits of Kamala is over another area? For somebody who isn't familiar.
So as I mentioned before, it's right in the middle of the West Coast.
Yeah.
So it's very easy, well, depending on the traffic these days.
Yeah.
A 40-minute drive from the airport.
Yes.
And to go to Patong, where you have a lot of shopping and nightlife opportunities, like maybe 20 minutes to get there. And even to go into the middle of the island where you have the very big central mall, 35 minutes to 40 minutes.
And it depends on the traffic nowadays.
Yeah,
high season, low season.
For sure, it just depends on the traffic. So you have to just be aware of that. And then again, just maybe 20 minutes north of us is the Boat Avenue, wonderful restaurants and shopping opportunities. So that is the location. Kamala has become one of the most high-end areas of Phuket. The headland here is locally known as Millionaire's Mile, because that is where you get some of the most expensive high-end villas on the island. And now with us being here at the northern end of Kamala Beach, we've kind of continued that high-end into the village itself. We are all very excited that within the next months, both Top Supermarket and Villa Supermarket will be opening here. So for those of you who don't know the brands, the most in supermarkets in Phuket. So, grocery shopping is going to become very easy here.
There's a villa going in nearby in the town center area?
Yeah,
okay, fantastic.
The two are basically across the road from each other.
Okay.
So you have that choice.
There's a few new, last time I drove through, it seems like there's a few new cafes and more kind of food options coming.
Most definitely. I think, once something like our community starts being developed, then others have the confidence. For some reason, even though the Millionaire's Mile is such a high-end area, Kamala remained this sleepy little village for many, many years. And we've been developing here now for about 10 years. And then slowly it started to come, as I say now, for me, the fact that these supermarkets are coming here, they obviously see the opportunity, and they see they can see that they will make business here. So it's all very good, but it's a small village. It's not, like Patong or even like Bang Tao, Chantilly area where you have a lot of development with those areas. This is a small, physically it's a small village. And so I think you will lose that village experience, but you have all these facilities that make it easier to live here.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a lot more to come in Kamala.
Yeah.
Whereas like Patong, for example, kind of is already very crowded. And Bang Tao is becoming that way, especially because of the small roads. Kamala's got that nice big wide central road that goes through it. So
So we actually financed the widening of the road in front of MontAzure all along.
okay. Yeah.
Because we could foresee problems. It was a 2-lane before, and we could foresee the problems that you are finding now in other areas where, if cars want to turn in, they're blocking the traffic. So we were able to widen the road. And after we did that, then the government widened the road a small distance going towards Surin, and then also to the south into Kamala itself. So we never have the traffic jams here that you experience in other parts of Phuket.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a breeze to get through there. I think, and I just speaking to, Kamala's change, I think it was when Cafe Del Mar went in, then the Intercontinental went in, and that whole, and Twin Palms moved from in Surin when they got pulled off the beach there. So it's kind of like just kind of sprung up. It's a beautiful area.
Yeah, it was interesting because everything shut down in Surin, I don't know, maybe in about 2014, 15. And then it was as if all of Surin moved here in the beach clubs and all the facilities on the beach. And so, in a way, it helped us because it brought it all here. And now everybody loves to come to Kamala Beach.
And plenty of room to grow. So, it's fantastic. I was going to ask you if there's something exciting in Kamala that's considered local knowledge, but I think you told me, I think the villa market in the Tops is a big one for people living long term.
At the moment.
Yeah. No, I get it. And just to speak to, because we've kind of covered a lot, and really thank you so much for getting on the call. I just wanted to ask you personally, with the MGallery Residence, what's maybe some of the facilities that you consider the best within the project? What do you like?
As you can see there from the image that you are showing now, that is the 25-meter lap pool at our clubhouse. And beyond that is a lake. So the main feature of this development is it's a man-made lake, but the water source comes from the mountainside. You can see it there. It's already built if you look at the previous image, we've already built the waterfalls. So there will be cascading waterfalls within the lake, which of course creates a very nice atmosphere with the moving water, the sound. And we've employed one of the top landscaping architects in Thailand called Sharma from Bangkok. So the landscaping is going to be amazing. Our idea with MGallery is living within the nature. And that's also one of our main objectives with MontAzure is to protect the nature. Almost 1/3 of our site is above the 80-meter mark. So we cannot develop that. And this will be a nature reserve with walking trails and running tracks and like resting areas, so that all of you can see it's all flat land there where it is. And then you have the mountains all around us.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So the idea is people will come here. It's far enough from the main road that you won't be disturbed by the noise. It's a very peaceful area and just beautiful nature. So for me, the lake is a really nice feature because it's mostly on flatland. There's not really sea views. We never sold it with sea views. A few units are lucky and they might have a glimpse of the sea. But we wanted some water feature, and that is where the lake comes in. So I think for me, the whole idea of living in the nature. That is what MGallery is all about.
Okay, great. And is there any difference for you whether a buyer is somebody who wants to live there or an investor? Is there a preference for you guys, or it's kind of built for everyone?
It's built for everyone. And I think the one bedroom units were specifically designed with a kitchen, with a full kitchen. And so people can very comfortably live there permanently. Obviously, the ideal is to have the 2-bedroom. It's very spacious. It's a lovely place to live in. And then we deliberately designed the studios with no kitchen. It's more like a big 5-star hotel room. And those are compulsory for the rental program. So we have a minimum number of units that we have to give to the operator. So we reach those numbers through the studios. And so for us, we are happy. Of course, the hotel is happy to have 1-bedrooms as well. But we encourage people to buy for own use and just experience this amazing lifestyle that we offer at MontAzure.
And thank you so much for sharing the details of the project. Is there anything that we didn't cover that maybe is important for somebody to know?
Just to mention the other phase that we are selling at the moment, which is Botanica MontAzure. So Botanica is a very well-known and successful villa developer on the island. They actually, in December, they are celebrating their 20th anniversary. So Botanica MontAzure is just a little bit further back, 36 high-end 4 to 6-bedroom villas, some of them with stunning sea views. And this is an amazing product for somebody who wants to come and live full-time in Phuket. It has a pool, it has a garden, and here we go. Sorry, I'll just pull it up. Sorry. Yeah. So that is an example of one of the new villas, and the prices start at 48 million baht, which is around about 1.4 million US dollar. But you get a really spacious property for that. Botanica also offers management services, so they take care of all aspects of the property. And also rental, because this kind of villa is very popular for long-term rental or for holiday rental. And so this, like MGallery, can be a completely hassle-free investment where you just use it as a holiday home and then make some money from it. Or, as I said, you can live there permanently. So some villas are already sold, and they're just starting now to build the show villas.
And this is located just close by?
Just towards the back. You see that over here? If you follow further back from gallery, you see that cleared land there.
Here, behind the estate here? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So that is Botanica there.
Okay, lovely. So everything else that you've mentioned applies. It's within this area. It's within,
Exactly. But here, it's not in MGallery, once you join the rental program, you remain in there for 15 years. At Botanica MontAzure, it's your property. You can rent it sometimes. You don't need to rent it. It's completely up to you what you do with your villa.
Okay. And I can see there's multiple options for villa layouts. There's a few to choose from?
Yes, there's quite a few to choose from. And also, I think one of the things that makes Botanica so successful is that they are willing to work with the buyer to customize many aspects of the villa. So you can say, for example, you're buying a 4-bedroom, you can change it into a 3-bedroom. You can change some of the finishes, kitchen, you can completely redesign the kitchen. So they're very flexible in that way. And so ultimately, although you are buying into a development, you really get a customized villa at the end of the day, but you don't have the hassle of having to build it yourself. Botanica does everything for you.
And do these have a timeline, or is this kind of like once someone starts the process, then it will be built at the end of this, or is there a period where you've got to sell a certain number first?
No. As soon as a villa is sold and all of these changes are finalized, we will start to develop the villa. And it takes approximately 18 months to finish one such villa.
They look beautiful. And the ownership type on these, is this the whole, is this a leasehold model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the standard ownership structure that you find everywhere in Thailand when you buy a villa, that the land is leased for 30 years and then with a guarantee of renewal. And then the structure of the villa itself is registered freehold in the buyer's name.
Yeah. Okay, great. And some of them have, you can change it to a company, but in this particular case, it's the freehold model.
Yes. So, say, for example, we have a foreign buyer who does business in Thailand. They have a Thai company. They can get a Thai freehold. So the land, the villa is freehold in the name of the Thai company.
Yep. Or if it's a Thai person purchasing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's a Thai person, then they can just buy it in their own name and it's all free.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, great. Well, these look fantastic as well.
They're really stunning villas. Very, very beautiful.
Absolutely. And they look quite like a large size too.
The starting for the standard 4-bedroom is 450 square meter built up with approximately 750 square meter of land. And then we have screens which are well over 1,000 square meter built up with sea view. So just depends on your preference.
And for anyone looking to have a look around, that they're actually coming to Phuket or they're already here, can they come down and look at the site, site? How does that work?
Of course, our sales gallery is located on the beach between Cafe Del Mar and Intercontinental Hotel. We are open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. Potential buyers are welcome to come and see us anytime. For MGallery, we have show units in the sales gallery. And then, of course, we would take them to the site and show them the progress. Now you can walk into any unit in any building. So it's very easy for them to get a feel of the size and the view and so on, and make it easier to choose a unit.
Fantastic. All right, Fiona, thank you so much. Really, really great. And as you can see, I believe it's a really nice personal touch for people to get to know the project a little bit better, because it's hard for agents to understand and relay that information to people. So, yeah.
I hope the information will be useful for your clients. We look forward to meeting them at our sales gallery soon.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Codi. Have a good day.